Things I have stopped buying to make more money in 2024. In this video, we'll talk about 5 things that I have made a conscious decision not to buy anymore, to save more and to be able to invest more in the future. The first thing is fast fashion. I used to buy a lot of things from Zara, from H&M, from all online shops like Shein and others. But what I have noticed that I could buy, for example, 5 sweaters for $200, but because of their low prices and consequently low quality, I was not even able to wear it even for one season. And I have decided to buy more quality clothes that last longer. It's not only good for my budget, but it's also good for environment, because if you research and if you learn more about fast fashion, you can understand that its effects on the environment is very huge. Every year, fast fashion industry produce 92 million tons of waste. Can you imagine how much is it? So by not buying fast fashion, first of all, I save my money, and second of all, I contribute to a cleaner environment around me and for future generations. There are some statistics on the fact that we wear usually 20% of our clothes, the clothes that we have. So it means that even if you buy 5 different types of pants or 5 different types of skirts, you will not be able to wear them anyway. So it's better to invest in high quality clothes that can you use several years, and at the same time you can save a lot of money. The second thing is technologies. I used to be kind of a person who always after a new version of iPhones or new version of MacBook or any new update on technologies, and I was always trying to buy the newest technology, even if it was hurting, I would say, my budget. But recently I realized that it's just marketing, and usually when there is new version of iPhone, nothing fundamentally changed in the features and characteristics of the phone. It's just, for example, the color, or I don't know, some very small features that doesn't make any big difference for consumer. So for example, I have iPhone 12 and I bought it in 2020, and I am not going to replace it in near future because it perfectly works and I'm very happy with it, and I am not ready to spend, for example, $1,500 on a phone that doesn't differ much from what I have now. At the same time, you can notice that when you buy new things, in the beginning, they excite you a lot. For example, when I was getting my first iPhone, I was so happy. But when I got the second iPhone, after there was new version of it, I was happy maybe for 2 weeks. So by getting things, you're trying to make yourself happy, but at the same time, by buying new things, your excitement will decline, and this is not the source of happiness, as I have understand for myself. The third thing is coffee. It's very interesting story about me, between me and coffee actually. I quit coffee last year, and I have a video about it telling why I did it, but when I stopped buying and stopped consuming coffee last year, I have noticed how much money I saved actually by not buying a cup of coffee. If you think about the price of coffee and how much you spend, it doesn't seem a lot in the beginning, because you say, okay, $2 or $3 in a day on a cup of good coffee, it's not much. But if you think about long term, it's a lot, because for example, I was buying approximately 30 cups of coffee in a month. It's approximately, sometimes it was more because sometimes I could, I don't know, I could go out twice in a day and I wanted coffee every time. And if you think about it, like approximately 30 cups of coffee in a month, and it's like in 12 months it's 360 cups, and if it is $3, for example, it will be more than $1,000 in a year. And in long term, like 5 years, it's $5,000 that you can invest in something that is worth, that doesn't harm your health actually. So beside buying coffee outside, I was drinking a lot of coffee at home. We have a coffee machine, and I was buying and spending a lot of money on that. So I was very surprised to see that I spent so much money and so much on a cup of coffee, which seems very small. And now I can invest it in my education. I can spend it on something that is more worthy for me. I can invest it in stocks and obligations that can give me something back. The fourth thing is house decoration. You can see around. I still have them, but I bought them long time ago, and now I stopped buying them and I don't buy anymore. Whatever it is for the house, before I used to buy, for example, a decoration for each event, whether it is New Year or some Eid or something. But now I have decided not to buy it anymore, because first of all I use it for a maximum 1 month and I get rid of them. And again, if you think about it, it's a lot of money you are just wasting. I don't buy plastic plants anymore. I don't buy souvenirs. I don't buy any decor items for my house. And I think that again, in long term, it makes a lot of sense because I save a lot of money. The fifth thing is high maintenance products. It includes doing my nails, I don't know, dyeing my hair, and for example, doing my eyelashes. Before, I used to make my nails, and it was at least twice or 3 times in a month. Again, I was going there paying money first of all. Second of all, it's very time consuming process because you have to be there at least 2 hours, and plus you need to go to that place, right? So you spend some time on the road. So I decided not to spend money on something that first of all don't make me happy anymore. Before, it was something cool for me to make my nails, and second, I decided not to spend money on something that I have to constantly maintaining it and keeping it in a good condition. I hope that you find this video interesting. Please let me know in the comments whether you share my thoughts and what new Year resolution you made for yourself for this year, and see you in my next videos.